People are blaming China. Is it fair?
Sure. This part of the sell-off, it's certainly all about China.
All about China.
It is all about China. Look, when they saw that their exports were down 8.3%, they were forced to devalue their currency. They watched us do it. We've devalued our currency through quantitative easing. I think it's a political opportunity, certainly, for Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders. They're going to use a populist message like this. But like it or not, we live in a global society. And as long as somebody on the other side of the planet is willing to do your job for less than you will and do it well, we're at risk.
Let's talk about Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump, Dominic. I mean, they have been critical of weakening markets. So are they on the same page on this issue?
I don't think they're on the same page, John. I think that Bernie Sanders is playing to a populist theme, the rich against the middle class and the poor. Donald Trump, this plays exactly into his hand because Trump is the guy that whether you focus on his bankruptcies or not, he's viewed, John, as the successful billionaire, and it plays right to his strength.
Yeah, but he complains a lot, but when does he come up with a solution for anything?
Well, I don't see him coming up with solutions either in this case, and it's so interesting to me because as much as it's easy to blame China, and you're absolutely right, they are to blame, people are going to take that message and not look at the reality of the situation, which is his answers are simplistic, and he is not giving people an answer that resonates. And the same thing if you look at, he's talking about immigration recently. His plan makes absolutely no sense. You're going to deport 11.2 million people at a cost of $600 billion. It makes no sense, and yet this is the kind of rhetoric that people want, simple solutions to complex problems.
Most of us remember 2008. Are we headed back to 2008?
I think this is a lot more like 1998. You know, when we wanted to avoid anything global, we had the Asian contagion. It's much more like that. There's kind of a market disconnect right now between the financial markets and our economy. We have some pockets of strength in this economy. Housing is really quite strong. Employment is better than it had been. If you think back to 2007, housing was falling apart. Banks were going under. And the employment picture was pretty grim. It's a little better than that. The worst thing I can say about this market, we're probably a little bit overvalued. And probably the biggest thing that relates to China is that this was going to be the next engine of growth, you know, the emerging market dream. And so many U.S. multinationals banked on China, investing lots of money, thinking this was the next engine of growth, and it's starting to sputter.